Good day, this is Roger signing in for the BFN, the Business Financial Network. And welcome to our special podcast, The Stock Sauce, where we get exclusive insight from the CEO of one of the many companies our investment audience has been following as we continue to assist viewers in the discovery of unexplored brand new asset classes and emerging issuers in the world's market. And it's always a big pleasure to introduce Mr. John Lai. How are you doing today, John?
Very good. And thank you for having me, Roger.
You're welcome. So Snoopy is going to sit in today because he's really intrigued, as we haven't spoken to you since I think it's been like, a couple of months, or at least a month that we haven't spoken.
Yeah, it's probably like 6 weeks. So right in the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle there. And since it's 2023, we'd like to know what's going on with PetVivo.
Sure. So we recently announced that we are moving into a new production facility. And before, we talked about our current facility having very good capabilities and scalability for producing the spring with osteocushion technology.
Yeah.
So you'll see in the news release, we talked about it expanding out so we can have multiple product lines in the facility. Because that was one of the questions that an institutional investor brought to me. I go,
okay,
we thought you were done with capital expenditures. I said, well, if assuming one product, which we based the whole valuation of the company on spring with osteocushion technology. Obviously, by expanding, it makes sense that we're going to have significant interest in different lines of the product in our product pipeline, given we have this distribution relationship with MWI, and it fits what they're looking at. They're very happy with the initial launch of spring with osteocushion. We're seeing very good sell-through and adoption of the veterinary doctors. So we wanted to really let our shareholders know that we're progressing nicely and build a bigger facility like that. And we'll be moved into the new facility probably in August of 2023. Also, this helps us in a positioning of the company for disaster recovery or a backup.
Okay.
So if a tornado or something wipes out one facility, we still have a facility to streamline our osteocushion technology spring. But just because you got to change some of the processes for other products, so let's not have a downtime in our new facility. We just run constantly. So that's part one. And then the second part, at the beginning of the trade show season just started.
Wow.
So this week, January 15th, this week, we have the VMX in Orlando, which is the Veterinary Medical Expo. It's the biggest veterinary show of the year, and it's mostly focused on small animals, dogs and cats and so on. So we're going to have a pretty good presence there with MWI. So we'll have a lot of ads up on the billboards that are going to be at the convention center. We have the BOS a couple weeks. Well, actually, the very next week we have the Ocala Equine show, which is at the World Equestrian Center. So that's big for the equine space. And then right following behind that, which we're very excited about, is VOS.
Okay.
It's Veterinary Orthopedic Surgeons Association. That's the one where our clinician from Ethos will be doing a presentation on the findings of the study for small animals, the effectiveness and so on. So we're very excited about that one, because that will be a major catalyst for MWI sales reps when they talk to the small animal vets to point to, saying, we're showing really good results from this study, and we should be able to drive sales. So it should be a pivot point shortly after that. And also, Ethos is owned by NVA, which is National Veterinary Association. They have 2,000 small animal vet clinics. So we feel once that study's out, and we're very confident it's good. We don't get to see it, but given the fact they're able to present at VOS, they get to see it and will get published in their, I'm sure will get published in their papers, journals, which is very important. So we got some exciting catalysts coming in a very short period of time with these trade shows. And then, of course, we announced we're going to become a global issuer with a dual listing.
A global issuer with a dual listing. So when you say a global issuer, because currently you're listed on the NASDAQ, right? So
Correct.
this is an American stock exchange and you're listed there. What do you mean? Can you explain to our investment audience, what does a global listing for PetVivo mean?
Sure. So basically, because we have such a compelling, compassionate story, everybody loves pets.
Yeah.
We feel that if we listed the stock and made it available for purchase globally, and the system is called Upstream, and that's an electronic version of the Mirror Exchange. The Mirror Exchange is part of the whole ITS system, so you can execute globally, worldwide.
Wow.
And what it does is really allows the individual investors to participate in stocks in the US, or specifically ours, without having a lot of regulatory issues and costs. Because if you try to open an account with like a Merrill Lynch in Europe and then come and try to buy our stock, there's all kinds of paperwork. This makes it extremely easy, where you load the app on your phone and you do the purchase. Now, the good thing is the money you put into that account, it's actually FDIC insured up to $250,000, because they're using a US bank to house the money. So it's not like an FTX where you can lose your money. And also the purchase of the shares is securitized through the blockchain, as well as it can settle in USD stable coin. So you can actually use crypto, whatever medium, to convert and buy the stock. So it's pretty exciting, because if you think about it, we have a fixed supply of shares. Now you're increasing the demand. In basic econ macro 101 or micro 101, what happens to the price? I won't answer that. But
yeah.
Just look at econ 101 based on supply and demand curves.
Wow, unreal. That's revolutionary, man. That merge upstream. So you're basically being able to be traded. From what I understand, I did some research on this prior to this, because I saw the news release. So you're going to be able to trade your security 20 hours a day.
Yeah, I know that's pretty. That's
crazy. That's nuts. That's unbelievable. So, I'm a trader. We have a lot of traders in our community. A lot of people are obviously pet owners. I met with a vet this week. This issue of synthetic versus organic solutions to this specific problem is something that a lot of vets are keen on. And more importantly, a lot of traders have been looking at your security. And, I've had a couple of questions, really interesting, intriguing, very insightful conversations with traders regarding your market. I'm excited to see the catalyst coming up. However, what do you have to say to traders right now that are currently looking at your market?
So we did a small offering. We did a 8K indicating we took some money in at $2.32.
Yeah.
So if you look at what's happening in the marketplace right now, there's a pretty big discount if a brokerage firm is doing an offering for you, raising your money. And it usually comes with a warrant. So it's a one-to-one warrant. If you buy one share, you get one warrant. We didn't want to take that route because I have a background in investment banking and also as a specialist on a trading floor. I said, I can do this placement with my loyal shareholder base. So I offered him the opportunity to do a deal at the market. So the stock on that day was 232. We did the deal and the stock traded up, which shocked everybody on the street because they're used to seeing a deal get done and then the stock goes down. Yeah. So I'm feeling pretty good about that, to be able to do that in this market condition. Agreed. So I think we're really set up in a good way as catalysts come in to help us expand the story and reach more people that would be interested in owning our shares, especially with the dual listing. We anticipate approval probably within 30 days.
Wow. You know what, John? I'm excited. I'm really excited about what PetVivo has going on. I know Snoopy's excited. I know a lot of vets are excited. And more importantly, we're looking forward to hear more about what's going on with PetVivo in the next coming months. I know you have a bunch of studies coming out. You have a huge press calendar coming in the next quarter. And more importantly, thank you very much for your time sharing all of the information regarding PetVivo with our investment community, with your current shareholders and your future shareholders. And we look forward to hearing from you again.
Thank you. Looking forward to be back on the show, and good seeing you again, Snoopy and Roger.